Well, we're moving right along. Time flies when in Genesis, chapter 12. No, 11. Sorry. In the last chapter, everyone had their own language. In this chapter, they all had one. Just a silly detail. Verse 4. Come, let us build a city and a tower with its top in the sky. Never mind that with bricks and bitumen, such an endeavor is impossible because the weight would crush the bricks. The Lord didn't like the idea, so he gave everyone different languages and sent them all over the face of the earth. Follower of the lies, awaken, throw off the yoke of belief, for God's sake. We get men begetting men, mostly names to forget, until Nahor begot Terah, who begot Abram. Abe's brother begot Lot, the famous child rapist. Abe's wife Sarai had no children. They went and settled in Haran. Okay, there's a couple of interesting things here. One is this story of Babel. And I can remember when I was a kid, back in grade 4, as I say, it might have been grade 3 or 2, and someone asked, how come there are so many different languages? And the teacher, this is a public school where there's supposed to be no religion. She said, God didn't like people building the Tower of Babel, so he gave everybody different names and sent them around the planet. And I was shocked. I can remember how shocked I was, like it was yesterday. I sat at my desk and thought, she's not allowed to say that. You can say that in Sunday school because that's where we learn about fairy tales, but not in school. And a lot of people think that there's some reality to this. There isn't. The reason people have different languages is because they've walked around the planet over thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years, a couple 100,000 perhaps. And when you isolate yourself from another group of people, your language automatically, naturally evolves differently than other languages. Even American English is different than English English. And if you go to Quebec, you'll wonder what language are they speaking. If you happen to be from France, you will understand them, but it'll seem like a different language. And that's only after 200 years. So you get yourself going to different places where there's no communication. Communication between groups of people is new. We used to live in isolated areas, and a language just naturally had its own process. Now, if you need to be explained that, well, it's too late for you anyway. What else were we going to say? Oh, Abram, at the time his name was Abram. Later he changed to Abraham. His story was he came from one land and went to another land. Now, there might be a story in there somewhere. It's leaving your parents' home, your family's home, and going to another place to start a new life. There's something in that, but not something we're going to talk about probably. Okay, and the story with the Tower of Babel. You can't build a tower with bricks that will go past the sky. I mean, we've got buildings now that are going, I think the one in the Middle East, where is that now? They got one that's a kilometer high or something like that. But to get out of the sky, you need something that's 8 miles high. So what's that, 5, 10, 12 kilometers or something? The thing is, it doesn't work. You can't do it. You can't go higher than the sky because you run out of air. So the whole thing is ridiculous. And so we won't talk about it.